Have you ever imagined a computer capable of solving problems that are impossible for today's supercomputers? This is no longer science fiction. The future is already becoming a reality, and believe me, it can transform your life. Stay with me until the end, because what you're going to learn here will change your view of the future of technology. In recent years, computing has advanced at an impressive pace, but there are still problems that are simply too complex for traditional computers to solve. Now imagine a computer that can process billions of data points simultaneously and solve calculations that today's machines cannot. This is quantum computing, and the most amazing part, companies like Google, IBM, and even startups are heavily investing to bring this technology to our everyday lives. So what exactly is quantum computing, and why is it so powerful? Let's find out together. To understand quantum computing, we first need to talk about bits. In the world of traditional computers, everything is processed by bits, which can be either 0 or 1. These bits are the fundamental unit of information in classical computing. Now imagine that instead of just being 0 or 1, you could have a bit that is both 0 and 1 at the same time. Sounds strange, right? Well, that's exactly what quantum computing allows through qubits. Qubits are the quantum equivalent of classical bits, but they have some amazing properties that make them much more powerful. One of them is superposition. This means a qubit can exist in multiple states simultaneously. It's like flipping a coin. In the classical world, a coin is either heads or tails. But in quantum computing, it could be in a state where it's both heads and tails at the same time, until observed. This opens up the possibility of performing many calculations in parallel, exponentially increasing the power of computation. Another property of qubits is entanglement. When qubits are entangled, the state of one qubit can be directly tied to the state of another, even if they are physically separated. This means that changes in one qubit will instantly affect its entangled partner, no matter the distance between them. This allows quantum computers to perform many calculations at once, creating far greater computational power than traditional systems. Let's now look at how quantum computing can solve problems in ways that traditional computers simply can't. Imagine trying to solve a complex puzzle with millions of pieces. For a classical computer, that would mean testing one piece at a time, and that could take a long time, maybe even years, depending on the complexity of the puzzle. But a quantum computer can test many pieces at once, thanks to the power of superposition and entanglement. It doesn't just try one solution at a time, it can explore a massive number of possible solutions simultaneously and quickly find the right answer. Now think about real-world problems, not just puzzles, problems in fields like medicine, where quantum computers could help us understand molecular structures and create new treatments much faster than current methods. Artificial intelligence, where quantum computing could speed up the development of smarter AI by allowing us to process far more data more quickly. Cryptography, where quantum computers could potentially crack traditional encryption methods, but also create unbreakable encryption for the future. Tech giants like Google and IBM are already developing their own quantum computers. Recently, Google announced that it had achieved quantum supremacy, meaning its quantum computer was able to solve a problem faster than the most advanced supercomputer in the world. This was a huge milestone and showed the immense potential of quantum computing. But it's not just the big companies making strides in this field. Startups are emerging, bringing new approaches and innovations that could accelerate this process even further. What once seemed like science fiction is now just a step away from becoming reality. However, like any new technology, quantum computing faces significant challenges. Creating a stable quantum computer that can operate in extreme temperatures and without errors is a hurdle that scientists are still trying to overcome. For example, quantum computers need to be kept at extremely low temperatures, close to absolute zero, for them to function properly. This makes the technology difficult and expensive to operate. There's also the issue of quantum decoherence, which happens when qubits lose their quantum properties due to interference from their environment. Scientists are making great progress, but there's still a lot to be done. For now, quantum computing won't replace traditional computers, but it holds immense potential to solve complex problems that current supercomputers can't. It's important to note that quantum computing won't make traditional computers obsolete. Instead, it will complement existing systems and solve specific problems that are beyond the reach of classical computers. Once quantum computing is fully developed, the potential applications are limitless. Here are just a few ways it could revolutionize industries. In healthcare, it could simulate complex biological systems, helping us create new drugs and treatments in a fraction of the time it currently takes. In energy, quantum computers could improve the efficiency of energy systems, helping us better manage renewable energy sources like solar and wind. In artificial intelligence, quantum computers could dramatically improve the performance of machine learning algorithms, enabling even more advanced AI systems capable of solving real-world problems with unprecedented efficiency. In cybersecurity, quantum cryptography could provide unbreakable encryption, keeping our data safe from hackers, and ensuring secure communications in a way that was never possible before. Now that you understand the power of quantum computing, what do you think about diving deeper into this exciting field? If you're as excited as I am, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on this future that's just around the corner. And don't stop. Share this video with your friends and colleagues who also want to learn how quantum computing is shaping the future. Leave your questions or thoughts about this incredible technology in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation. Quantum computing is a technology with the potential to change everything. And you, are you ready for this future? We'll see you in the next video.